Hello everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to that show that will not be named, that channel that will not be named. I don't know, I need to think of a new intro since this channel is going through a couple changes, so let's change it up. How you doing? I'm Brian Alexander. I'm a writer, poet, novelist. I guess novelist. I've only really completed 2 novels, and they're probably never going to get published, but whatever. I figured it'd be fun today to do something based around my favorite time period and movie genre. That being 80s horror. I love 80s horror. I just love the 80s in general. For some reason it was awesome. I'm going to take my glasses off because that glare is probably killing you guys and it's probably really fucking annoying. So I'm going to remove that. Also, anytime I got this on, the glare keeps shooting back into my eyes from my crystal clear camera, and I'm getting way off topic. Basically today I wanted to take a test. That's right, a test, a trivia test on 80s horror. Now let me just fix this up a little bit. There you go. And let's begin this quiz. Let's see how much I know about 80s horror. Hope you'll enjoy yourself. How many movies in the Friday the 13th franchise were released in the 1980s? Fuck, we're already off to a bad start. I don't know a lot about 4, 5, 8. I'm gonna go with 4. Fuck, 8? There were 8? Okay, that's fucking crazy. Okay, moving on. Also, I'm not looking anything up. That would be cheating. And I can't prove to you guys that I'm not cheating, but I suppose the only way I could really prove it is, fucking up questions every now and again, which I'm trying to go for 100% on these. I can just tell that's not going to happen. Which film's violence sparked changes to the Motion Picture Association of America's rating system? Gremlins, Poltergeist, or The Beyond? I'm going to say Poltergeist. Gremlins? Seriously? What the fuck? Gremlins was too violent for its PG rating. That's true, yeah. You know what's funny? In the back of my mind, I was like, Gremlins, because there's some fucked up scenes in Gremlins. When the lady gets launched from the fucking chair out the window, when the gremlins get stuck in the blender, and then when the dog gets hung up by the lights, the story about the girl's father who come down the chimney and broke his neck as dressed as Santa Claus. That movie's fucked up. That movie's really fucked up. It was weird because I watched the movie with the intention that it was a kid's film when I was younger. And then I'm like, people getting torn to pieces. So yeah, next question. I'm so mad. This is 2 I'm failing at already. Who starred in the 1980s The Shining, a film adaptation of the Stephen King book? Tom Selleck, Jack Nicholson, or Harrison Ford? If you pick anything but Jack Nicholson, you're an idiot. There we go. Got one. What role did famed director Steven Spielberg have in the creation of Poltergeist? He wrote and produced, he edited, he directed. Fuck. Okay. Produced by Steven Spielberg and directed. I'm gonna go with director. Fuck, he wrote and produced. That was my first choice. I am terrible at this. See, this isn't I chose the wrong fucking I chose the wrong type of trivia test, because the ones that I'm usually good at are the ones having to do with the stories of the actual movies, not like the what year did these 3 come out or blah blah blah, stuff like that. I'm very bad at that. Well, maybe not entirely. It all depends on the franchise, I guess. Drew Barrymore made her feature film debut in which 80s horror flick? Silver Bullet, Altered States, or Sleepaway Camp? Fuck. Well, I watched a video on Sleepaway Camp the other day, and I don't think they mentioned Drew Barrymore anywhere in it. Silver Bullet I saw, and I don't think Drew Barrymore was in that movie, so I'm going to go with Altered States. And I was right. Booyah. Yeah, because Silver Bullet had Gary Busey in it before he got all from cocaine. So, yeah. Which horror film did Sam Raimi write and direct? The Evil Dead, of course. Just so you know, the other two choices are Creepshow, Stephen King, and The Fly. Cronenberg. There we go. I knew the name. The name was sitting somewhere in my mouth. So, Evil Dead. Click. Yes, correct. How many Puppet Master movies followed the original, which was released in 1989? I'm going to go with 9, because last I checked, there was like 11. Yeah, I was right. It says 5 or 3. Boy, I love the Puppet Master series. Like, give me a Puppet Master. That's what I'm going to do after this. I'm going to do a Puppet Master a Puppet Master, trivia test thing. In Gremlins, next question. In Gremlins, what substance caused adorable mogwais to turn into terrifying, angry monsters? The choices are blood, chewing gum, and water. Obviously water, because I'm not a putz and I'd paid attention to the rules on the off chance that I ever got my own mogwai. Thank you, 5-year-old Brian. How does a devastated father bring his son back to life in Pet Sematary? Well, that's easy. He hires a witch, he uses a defibrillator, or he buries his son in a pet cemetery. Gee, I wonder. The fucking choices for this one. Is it the one maybe with the name of the movie in the description? Let's go with it. Why not? I'm right. Look at me. Look at me go. How many A Nightmare on Elm Street movies were released in the 80s? Big. See, now, I feel like this isn't going to be the same for the Friday the 13th, because the Friday the 13th, it was like a lot. And then Nightmare on Elm Street, I feel like it's going to be a few. My choices are 3, 5, or 6. I'm going to go with 5, and it's probably going to be 6. I got it right. 5 Nightmare on Elm Street movies were released in the 80s. Yes. Which city is the focal point of City of the Living Dead? Fuck, I never saw that movie. City of the Living Dead. Sacramento, California, Los Angeles, or New York City? I'm going to go with Sacramento, California, only because it's very specific. The other two are just like, hey, New York, hey, Los Angeles. No, this is Sacramento, California. Let's go with Sacramento, California. I was wrong. It was New York City. Fuck. City of the Living Dead. I should watch that. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Halloween 2 was released in 1981. How many years after the first Halloween movie? I'm going to say 3 years. Yep, I was right. 3 years. See, I need some I need some trivia on Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Damn good movie. Excellent combo of the occult and science. Scared the shit out of me. Great movie. Next question. In which movie does one of the primary characters proclaim, "They're here"? And the fact that I know how that line is said tells you already that I know the answer. The the answers to this are Demons, The Deadly Spawn, or Poltergeist. Obviously Poltergeist, because obviously the little girl sitting in front of the TV. Boom, I got it right. The eerie scene in which Carol Ann says, "They're here," has become one of the most iconic lines in horror movies. Yep, I knew it. In which of the Friday the 13th movies does Psychopath Jason wind up at the bottom? Part 5? Maybe. Part VI? I don't know. Like I said, not very familiar with the Friday the 13th series. The only thing I could tell you about the Friday the 13th series is that he gets the hockey mask, I believe, in the 3rd movie, and his mother's the killer in the 1st one. And he used an axe instead of a machete in his first appearance, I believe. I'm 90% sure. 13th series. That, and there was one where he went to space, which kind of confused me, the continuity of the canon of the whole series. But I'm going to go with part 5 on this one, which I'm probably going to be wrong. Yep, it was part VI. I don't know what VI is Roman numerals for. In Jason Lives, Friday the 13th, part VI, Jason is tied to a boulder and sunk into the lake. But don't worry, he'll be back. Yep. True or false? Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, is based on a true story. Never saw it. I don't know. I'm going to go with false. Yes, I was right. See, the only movies I've seen really concerning serial killers, other than the average ones like Scream and all them, were Maniac, Maniac 2, and How to Be a Serial Killer. All three films, hilarious, scary, great films. It's loosely based on 2 real-life serial killers, but it is a mishmash of ideas, not a true story. Nice. The Revenge of Michael Myers is the subtitle for which Halloween movie? Halloween 3, Halloween 4, Halloween 5. I'm going to go with 4, only because Halloween 3 is Season of the Witch. Can't pull the wool over my eyes on that one. Best Halloween film. Best Halloween film. Not involving Michael Myers. Halloween 4 is most likely, I think, going to be called The Revenge of Michael Myers, because I think 5 is called The Curse of Michael Myers. And I think the revenge comes before the curse. Because revenge is more like, hey, I'm back. And curse is more like, hey, I'm back from the dead. So I'm going to go with Halloween 4. And I was wrong. It's number 5. Fuck me. That would probably make number 4 either just number 4 or number 4 Curse of Michael Myers. I don't know. Sorry, my voice is all fucked up. I don't know what it is with the air in here. Coughed a lot in my reading video. I apologize. Critters endured script changes so that it wouldn't seem to be a knockoff of what other Hollywood production... Oh, that's easy. Gremlins. Obviously. Totally. The other 2 choices are Day of the Dead and The Lost Boys. And The Lost Boys are about vampires, and The Day of the Dead is about zombies. And Critters is about little fuzzy creatures, so by process of elimination, Gremlins is about little fuzzy creatures. Why would it be considered a knockoff? Boom, boom. There you go. Which franchise has earned the most money at the box office? Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, or Halloween? I'm going to go with Friday the 13th. And I was right. That was a total guess. Total shot out of my ass. In which state was the story of Poltergeist set? I'm going to go with Iowa? Fuck, I was wrong. California. It's funny because in my brain I was like, probably California. How does Kevin Dillon's character kill the monster in The Blob? Liquid nitrogen. Easily. That's one of those questions you can only really know if you saw the movie. And I saw the movie, so that's just easy. Which movie was directed by John Carpenter? The Howling, The Thing, or Fright Night? I believe The Thing. I don't think he did Fright Night. I love Fright Night. And The Howling I never really saw. Yep, I was right. The Thing. Next question. Did I swallow a bug? Jesus. In which 80s movie did horror writer Stephen King make his film acting debut? I'm gonna go with Creepshow, because I've never seen Carrie all the way through. I know, blasphemy. I'm sorry, Jesus. And The Shining, I don't think it was in The Shining. So I'm gonna go with Creepshow. And I was right. Yep, he plays the hillbilly dude who gets infected by the comet. Evil beings called Cenobites appear in which 80s film? Let's see, Night of the Comet, it was just zombies. They Live, it was just aliens. And Hellraiser is about demons that come from a box, and they're called Cenobites. So, boom. Cenobites are the extra-dimensional weirdos who appear in all 9 Hellraiser films. Yeah, that's easy. They're so synonymous with this series. That's like saying, which killer from which franchise wears a hockey mask? It's like, the Angela Lansbury stars in which 80s horror movie? The Fog, The Company of Wolves, or Bad Taste? Bad Taste seems like a strange movie for Angela Lansbury to be in, knowing Angela Lansbury. The Fog, I've seen a bajillion times, one of my favorite horror movies. She ain't in that. I know she's not in that. So I'm going to go with The Company of Wolves. And I was right. Having never seen the film, I was completely correct. Bad Taste just sounds like a raunchy name for a film, and I don't think Angela Lansbury... She's no Betty White. I don't think she would be in any movie that would have that as a title. I don't know. She's a kindly grandmother who was murdered by a werewolf. Nice. Never seen that movie. Gotta see it. What is it? The Company of Wolves? My mother was telling me about that film. Which actor plays the lead role in 1983's The Dead Zone? Fuck. I don't think I've ever seen The Dead Zone. I'm going to go with Christopher Walken, just because I like him. Ooh, I was right. It's probably because I saw his face on the cover of The Dead Zone. I've never actually seen it. Walken plays Johnny Smith. Nice. What sort of monsters plague Earth in 1987's The Gate? The Gate. I'm gonna go with... aliens? No, demons. Fuck me. A hole in the backyard turns into a gate that demons use to invade and wreak havoc across the land. What movie's that? The Gate? I should see that. That sounds like an interesting concept. Which of the following actors did not appear in The Lost Boys? Kiefer Sutherland, who is, like the main vampire. Jason Patrick. Or Patrick Swayze. I'm going to go with Patrick Swayze. And I'm right, because I've seen that movie a bajillion times. How does the creature named Pumpkinhead come to exist? A priest loses his faith on Halloween. A grieving father digs up a corpse and takes it to a witch. A police officer sells his soul for power. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen Pumpkinhead or Trick or Treat or whatever the hell it's called. I think it's a grieving father digs up a corpse and takes it to a witch. Yeah, I was right. I only chose that answer because it seemed the most outlandish. The witch says that a corpse combined with a splash of blood will avenge the death of the father's son. Ooh, nice. Which film had the tagline, "Be afraid, be very afraid"? And the choices are The Fly, Child's Play, and Fright Night. Child's Play? Seen it a million times, it's never in that film. Fright Night? Seen it a million times, it ain't in that film. So the only answer is The Fly. And I was right. It's said by his wife. She's like, don't be afraid. No. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Next. Werewolves are the antagonists in which movie? The Howling, Rabid Grannies, or Devil Fetus? I'm going to have to go with The Howling. For unknown reasons. Hey, look at that. I was right. The Howling was so successful that it spawned 7 sequels. Well, I did not know that. I did not know that. Ooh, it's calculating my results. Calculating results. Calculating results. Ooh, I scored a 73%. Ooh, nice. People, the average score on here is a 55. I got a 73. That's pretty alright in my book. Alright, this has been me doing an 80s horror film trivia questionnaire on How Stuff Works. What is it? Yeah, howstuffworks.com. Pretty nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope I've proven my worth as an 80s horror fan. Or at least a decently lackluster one at that. I'm going to pass out from lack of water. So I'm going to go upstairs, take a swig, come back down, probably film more videos, and hope you'll see those too. So, bye-bye.